First thing that's on my mind. Chase that bag today. Chase that bag today. Chase that bag. I can't waste none of my time.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You already know what time it is, baby. Another episode of the Taste That Bag podcast, and I'm locked in the vault with a very special guest today. The barber of all barbers. The holy grail of barbers. The number one of the Mount Rushmore of barbers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Lord. None other than the one and only himself. Kuts, what's happening?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Hey, what you think about that intro, Cali?
Man, I feel like I need to pay for it.
Hey man, say my partner told me I need to work on my introduction skills. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to switch it up that time. You know what I'm saying? What's good, bro? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm cooling, bro. Cooling, man. Fresh from the shop, man. Had to kind of get over here without getting pulled over. You feel me?
Yeah.
Pull in and pull up.
Already.
Sir.
Well, I'm definitely glad to have you here today, bro. It's a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor just to be able to sit down and chop it up with you, bro, and just, you know what I'm saying, have a good conversation and see what you got popping.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me on the cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little city boy, man, trying to get to it out here in these streets and in these board meetings, bro.
Already. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, without further ado, we're gonna jump right in and get started.
Yes, sir.
So real quick, so that the audience knows, can you give me your background?
Man, so I'm not gonna tell you when I was born. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you that when I was born in California.
Yeah.
Southern California to be exact, San Diego. So growing up when I was young, man, we kind of bounced around a little bit. By the time I was like in second grade, where we did live previous was active. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like active. Helicopters, lights every night. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my mom moved us to the suburbs. So up until the point I moved to Texas, we lived the okay life. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It really showed us how broke we was because there was a lot of people that we lived around that had it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But, again, it teaches you a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How to look at things. You know what I'm saying? What real money look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Early on.
Facts. So Southern Cal, like what part of Southern California?
San Diego.
San Diego.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I'm saying? If you go out there, you just might find her, man.
Yeah.
On me.
Oh, man. So then you moved to Texas. How old was you when you moved to Texas?
I moved to Texas when I was like 17, right before my 18th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already.
My mom, she was dating somebody from out here, and they decided to make it official.
Yeah.
And so, like, the cost of living out here was cheaper, so she was like, hey, I'm going to Texas, whether you like it or not, basically.
So when you moved to Texas, it was Tyler? That's where you moved to?
Straight to Tyler, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you got to Texas, and what did you kind of get into once you got here?
A whole lot of everything. I mean, I got a lot of cousins out here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we was all around the same age. We in high school, man. We living. Like, we doing what young high school boys do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
So at what point, because I know that you are a barber, right?
Yes, sir.
Without stealing your thunder.
Yes, sir.
But at what point did you actually like get into like being a barber?
Man, it was kind of late, bro. Honestly, I'm the oldest of 5 kids, so like my mom wasn't really trying to pay for 4 haircuts. It was 4 boys and a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I learned how to cut my own hair, but I wasn't never like, I wouldn't say I had partners, but I wasn't friendly to the point where I was cutting everybody hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know how to get myself together. You feel me? So like when I was young, I never ever thought about being a barber. I played basketball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I played football growing up and stuff like that. So I thought I was going to the league all the way up until college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, life, you know what I'm saying, has its own. You had your own journey, and like I ended up doing this. You feel me? I seen an avenue to make some money. Like I felt like I can get good at it in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I'm consistent. So like all I would have to do is set these things in place, along with a couple, you know what I'm saying, business deals, and like we can get it rocking, we can get it rolling. And to this point, we have.
So it's crazy that you say that, right? Because, you know, this sounds like a good conversation about entrepreneurship, right?
Right.
And, you know, so many of our people, Cali, bro, are I would say afraid and also ignorant to exactly how it works or how to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times that we have in mind that it's got to look a certain way when we first start, not knowing that, it's a crowd before you walk situation.
Oh, man. Sometimes it's less than a crowd. Sometimes you just got to nudge along. You know what I mean? I think whenever you're going to go into something for yourself, are you going to detach yourself or cut that umbilical cord? Like, typical everyday life is like it's a safe. Like jobs and stuff, they safe havens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to let you get too far ahead, and they're not going to let you slide too far back, but they're going to keep you in place to need that, you know what I'm saying, as a lifeline. You feel me? Like, when you go into business for yourself, it's like you got to have the right circumstances where you can step away from that as seamlessly as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's scary for some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, I think I always have my mind made up because I can get good jobs. I'm not going to stay there. Or once I figure out the infrastructure and I see where I'm being used, it's hard for me to look that in the face.
Yeah.
And that's how I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So eventually I was going to have to go in business for myself if I was going to be successful anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So you got into entrepreneurship as being a barber. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm guessing you got your license and everything first,
Absolutely.
right? Where'd you get your license at?
In the state of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my license in the state of Texas. Man, I have been being told for years, like I got some by some of the barbers that I looked up to in the area by Delta Barber. I met him when he was in barber college years ago, maybe 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And he was cold back then. And so like throughout his ascent, I do business with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, man, you kept yourself together since the last time I seen you. Like, you need to get you a license. I'm not finna sit still.
Yeah.
And at that point in life, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
But I'd always been an entrepreneur in spirit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do 5, 10 things at once. And that being said, like I do 20% of 5 things. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And I never get anything fully accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I say when it came to the barbering, when I finally decided to make that decision, I had my mind made up. You feel me?
Yeah.
And through that, like I feel like now everything else get to show.
Yeah.
Now all other assets or aspects get to show because I've created this platform. You know what I'm saying? To leap from. You feel me?
Yeah. That's powerful, bro. Like I think I think the 20% of 5 things was like really the nail on the head for me.
Right.
I think about that saying where it say like you can be good at a lot of stuff but a master of nothing.
Absolutely. I'd rather be that. I'd rather be that than an expert. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be that than an expert because if in that capacity, if it's important enough, it should be enough money involved where I can pay that person. If not, then it's not worth doing. It's not worth including somebody or bringing somebody that close. If I can do it myself, then I'll multitask. You know what I'm saying? But and I feel like a lot of entrepreneurial spirits are like that because like we see things. When I say that, like you can see quality. Yeah. Like you don't even have to know what brand it is. You can look at something and be like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Or that's that ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to like, I don't know, it's just a deeper look into detail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been through so many things and I've been so many places that my attention to detail I think is a little bit heightened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so with that said, like after deciding to cut hair, getting in the barbering was almost like tongue and groove. You feel me?
Yeah.
It is tongue and groove, but with that said, like to be a barber, it's more than just cutting hair. Like the people that continuously spend money with you to keep fresh, they believe in you. Mm-hmm. They see themselves a certain way. They see themselves at a certain fresh, and then you provide that for them. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
On top of that, you got conversation, vibe, whatever. But along that relationship that you build, it's like they start to trust you with everything. So, like, you got a customer that sell cars. You know what I'm saying? You got a customer that do construction. You got a lawn care person. You feel me? All of these people got homes. Like, you become a center point you become a middleman. You know what I'm saying? And it might not sound good in a rap song. You know what I'm saying? But in commerce, that's gold. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. Do you consider yourself to be a cosmetic vocal coach?
Say that one more time.
Would you consider yourself to be a cosmetic vocal coach?
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what that is.
So like with a cosmetic vocal coach, right? Like, you know what? I'm not even sure what it is. it's something that I seen online when it come to barbering and stuff. I just figured if I asked you.
Oh, then I know what it is?
Yeah, if you knew what it was.
I have no idea what that is, but I think that, you know what? I think it come with the territory. Like maybe barbers talk a lot, or maybe barbers got introspect. You know what I'm saying? Because they listen a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a preacher and a barber. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that chair is like your pulpit. If you develop a chemistry with the person in your chair to like shed some light. Sometimes you cut people hair, you don't say nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like they off, they odd, but they paying full price.
Yeah.
It's a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like sometimes you might have a youngin in your chair. You know what I'm saying? And you see where their head is at, and you know that you can't tell them to think any differently because they don't have any experience.
Yeah.
But you just kind of try to like corral them and like, okay.
Yeah.
You can crash if you want to.
Yeah.
But only you gonna be in the car. Put on your seatbelt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro, because a lot of times, man, like, you know what I'm saying, my partner who used to cut my hair, you know what I'm saying, from like the age of, I want to say 14 till about 28, something like that.
Okay.
Like it was like down there 15 years.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like he watched me as like a young teenager in
Right.
middle school grow up. You know what I'm saying? And he passed away, like literally probably like maybe a few weeks ago.
Damn.
And you know, it just makes me think about, you know, how it's more to it than just being a barber, right?
Right.
Like
Facts.
when that person's sitting in your chair, like you actually have an opportunity to impact that person in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
I
a
just think
negative
about,
way.
or a negative way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
absolutely.
what I'm
I think that like I think similar to you, man. Like it's hard to appreciate something until it's absent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we normalize things that have been normal to us. And I know that probably sounds like duh, but at the same time, like I don't think we take that in consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, for instance, like you might be the type of person that's giving and you do a lot of favors. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the one time you tell an ungrateful person no, then they act like you never told them yeah before. You know what I'm saying?
They forget real quick.
Oh, quick.
Yeah.
Quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, there's those certain people, the people that don't even want to ask you in the first place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you'll do a favor for, and they're going to show you by doing the right thing, by making the right choices from that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like I'm cut like that. You feel me?
Yeah. I agree, bro. What would you recommend to someone, you know, whether they be, you know, fresh out of high school, you know, or you know, it don't matter what age, but let's say they say, you know what, man, I want to aspire to be an entrepreneur, but in the cosmetic light, right, as a barber, right? And they say, man, I want to be able to get a shop. I say, Callie, I want to be able to get a shop like you, Callie. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able, you know what I'm saying, be able to help people out and have an opportunity and a place and a space for people to come to be able to do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how would you, what would you share with them to be able to get into that field?
I would first, like, I think like any man, I would measure them. You feel me? Like what kind of person is telling me this?
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Somebody will walk in, see you doing, Joseph Smith, and feel like, man, I want to be him tomorrow. Only to realize that they got to be you every day to be you. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like no matter
Speak
how,
on it,
you know
Callie.
what I'm saying? No matter how anybody feels about it, you got to be you every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you KD or the nigga in front of the gas station. You feel me?
Facts.
You got to do that every day consistently to be that nigga.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I live and I speak truth to that. You know what I'm saying? But again, if a kid wanted to know or somebody wanted to know how to go about it, I give them the game. Like, I mean, like, again, it's one of them things where, like, you might see basketball players play on the floor, game night. You feel me? Like, you don't see practice. You don't see the ice baths. You don't see all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless they're trying to make a coin off of that.
Right.
Which is nothing wrong with that. But back to the topic, you got to have your mind made up. And I think that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do music, if you're going to be a father, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is that you intend on doing, have your mind made up and you're going to get there that much quicker.
Facts.
And that's why I'm a fan of like that's one thing. Like I always hear older dudes like, I shouldn't have did that. I always hear older dudes like bash the younger generation. One thing I like about the younger generation is that they more fluid. They know how to get to a bag. They're more monetarily focused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we was raised on being real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These kids real for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with your ideology and your understanding, you got to understand that both ways. Like, it's cutthroat because it's more sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's cutthroat by nature. It's cutthroat systematically. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, you can't blame these people for being what they was raised to be. You gave them a cell phone.
Yeah.
A cell phone raised them.
Yeah.
Something that you are far dumber than.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like however they mind go off and what directions they go off into, they gonna absorb what they see.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? At a higher click than we do at this age.
Yeah.
They more impressionable. They more, you know what I'm saying? Like my son he can't remember me telling him to put the toilet seat down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he can remember everything dude on YouTube say. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get in the car, he telling me about a toy that he want to play with, to watch dude play with the toy. Again, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. We was raised by the TV.
Yeah.
And this new generation is raised by the internet.
Right.
And social media.
That's why niggas had S curls when we was growing up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it was TV. It was Bill Bellamy. It was How to Be a Player.
Right.
And we had that still shot. We had that single.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To relive over and over and over again. They get new content every day.
Yeah.
These kids don't know what they want to be, but they want to be stable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They want to be stable.
And they do know how to get to a bag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The quick way, and not so much the illegal way. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But really go get some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. What comes to mind when you think of Cali Kuts?
Man, to be first and foremost, like, I'll never be the type of dude to nickname myself. The shop is named after my niece. Her name is Callie with a K.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all didn't know that. You heard an exclusive right here on Chase
You know what
That
I'm
Bag
saying?
Podcast.
Her name is Callie. You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to it, me and my business partner, he was like, so what you want to name it? And all the ideas I had, I never really could settle on a name. Like, that's the hardest, most awkward thing to settle on, right?
Yeah.
Something that you're going to call something forever.
Yeah.
In business, I found out that you can change the name if you get sued by the right person.
Yeah.
And you can and you can get out and you can get away scot-free.
Come on now.
But all in all, so when it came to that, it was out of the chop shop, and it was going to be like a mechanic theme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm from Cali. I want to do something Cali, and I play with Cali a couple different ways. And I was like, you know what, my niece's name is Cali. Cali Kuts, Barbershop. You feel me? And at the time, I was rocking with a tattoo artist by the name of Sheldon. The business just so happens to be 3 different businesses. So it's a barbershop, a beauty shop, and a tattoo shop.
Okay.
The tattoo artist at the time name was Sheldon. Like, everybody in Tyler know him. He's widely known. I told him he's also from California, but he came to Tyler when he was much younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I told him what I wanted, and again, he was a tattoo artist. I bought some spray paint cans, and he went to work. So it's all kind of graffiti and stuff inside the shop. It's a cool aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? It kind of encapsulates, the vibe that I'm trying to convey. You know what I mean? For a barbershop, I think it's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really? That's what's up. Didn't know that. Well, as far as like your staff, like what does your staff look like?
The staff is cool, man. Got a 10-year vet in there that just moved from California. He's ice water with the Clippers.
It sounds like you a bridge from Cali to Texas.
I'm willing to be that if that's what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, like we all got business understandings. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it makes sense, like we can hang around each other. Like I'm kind of like I'm always to myself. Like I got a lot of associates, but I'm usually to myself. Yeah. And like I have never been one of those people that just hang out just because. You know what I'm saying? It's awkward to me. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock anybody that does. It's awkward to me. Yeah. Generally speaking, the people that are close to me, we have like some sort of agreement, and like we stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for us, we're able to we're all able to conduct our business and like support our families under the same roof and stay. You know what I'm saying? And stay cordial. But like I said, I got a 10-year vet named Isaac Fire. He's also a boxing coach, the head coach at LOB, Legion of Boot Boxing. Shout out to all my brothers over there. I got so many affiliations, bro. Yeah. He's dope. Quick, get you in and out the barber chair in like under 70 seconds. Yeah. Like crazy. One of my partners, Square Ties on Facebook, his name is Worm. Yeah. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves Worm. He a fool on the grill to boot. So barbers is good at everything. You got singing barbers, rapping barbers. You got gang banging barbers. You got Worm can barbecue. You know what I'm saying? We got Tory P next to him. Tory P's a dope barber, a design specialist. Been out of school a little over a year, doing this thing. Again, one of those people that everybody in the neighborhood know. You know what I'm saying? Another tie to the surrounding community. And then we got a new barber. Her name is Slim, and she's fire. Fresh out of school, getting to it. Already learning, you know, the introductory ins and outs of the craft, but definitely fire out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Already, that's what's up. How big? You know, were you big on Nipsey Hussle?
I was very big on Nipsey Hussle. In what regard, though? Like
how important did he play a role into just what it is that you do, considering that he was a rapper, you know, and an entrepreneur?
What's crazy, man, is when you move away from home, like, home don't never stop being home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I would do little things like grab mixtapes, get online and stuff or whatever, like, to get stuff that I knew I wouldn't find out here, just so I could tap into the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so one time I was back, it was probably like, I don't know, maybe 09, 10, something like that. And my cousin was like, oh, you got to hear this nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and me and my cousin are like this, you feel me? So I was like, I'm already knowing I'm going to think it's fire. But when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is, and then at this time, you know, the internet low-key cracking. So it's like, I could see the nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga look like Snoop. He's fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga is fire. But he was really talking about something. And so, like, that was a part of California when I got back on that plane that I could take back with me. And so I listened to it, and, like, I hear what was going on here at the same time, Webby and them. But at the same time, that spoke to me differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with that said, the whole, like, Nipsey thing, bro, like, to me, he personified the California attitude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of a young nigga trying to get it with potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I work this out? Like, everybody not trying to give me a shot. Everybody not trying to see me do what it is I'm trying to do. How do I do this shit?
Yeah.
And I think that for me and for a lot of people with my perspective, I guess, you know what I'm saying? It speaks volumes to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you familiar with I remember him being in an interview on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking to him, and he talked about, I think it was a book or an album. He said he either wanted to work on it or whatever, and it was along the lines of
the spook
that sat by the door.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to talk about this because the spook that sat by the door, right? There is so many different ways you can interpret that, based on situations that, you know, allegedly were going on as far as with Nip.
Right.
You know, they talked about how he had ties to, I think, CIA or FBI or some type of ties with the police. Which I know that, you know, he was, you know, I think he was working on trying to have some type of event or something. You know,
to sort of like bridge the gap.
Yeah.
Got you.
And then he talked about, you know, the spook that sat by the door. But this is the thing, when he talked about it, he explained that what it was, and he talked about how, you know, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all go, you know, definitely go fact check me on this, y'all, you know what I'm saying? But the spook that sat by the door, that book was about a guy who was either an informant or some type of way he was tied into the CIA, but he infiltrated some shit. And, you know, when I think about that and I think about what it could have potentially meant to Nip, it just makes me ponder. You know what I'm saying, on the situation he might have had going on behind closed doors.
My nigga said ponder. That's some shit I say. On me.
You know, and I just wonder if it was a situation where maybe he meant by that he was, because he kept saying, like, man, I can't tell y'all what it's about right now. You just got to wait until I get done what I need to get done, and then you will see it, and then I can explain it.
Right.
You know, I just wonder if it was a situation where he was working with these people, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, bridge the gap and make something positive happen.
Man, you know,
and the people wouldn't agree with him because he was maybe working with them. You know how they go.
You know it's funny, man. I think that innately, bro, like spiritually, like we all kind of got this understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, whether we at peace with that understanding or not, like that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole spook by the door analysis, like the Willie Lynch syndrome, it's kind of like knowing that you in a climate that's so competitive that whoever get a chance to knock you out your spot is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that anything that you do successfully, you're going to be a target, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whether a person perceives your success of higher than it is or not, it's always going to look like it's more when you're dealing with somebody who knows how to take it and stretch it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, bro, have your mind made up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that at the moment that Nip lost his life, bro, unfortunately, that dude had his mind made up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody else did the knee-jerk reaction, ran away, got out of dodge, ducked, or got hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was in point-blank range. Like, unfortunately, like, I think that dude was so in tune with just everything around him. I don't think he was as in fear as the people around him were. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, that's a whole level of like elevation or vibration, bro. That
Yeah.
a lot of people gonna envy, but they can't really touch.
Right.
And I'm one person that done came from there and can tell you for sure on his end, like he was an active gangbanger.
Yeah.
Like that's murder in California. That's not just recreation.
Yeah. Just because of the affiliation.
Yeah, I'm not calling nobody out, but real gangbanging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this dude could go wherever in California where is activity.
Yeah.
And not get a hair touched on his head.
Yeah.
And you know, and come by himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't 100 deep. He was, you know what I'm saying? At points in his career he was.
Yeah.
But that dude will come to where I'm from is all bloods. You feel me?
Yeah.
This dude will come do a performance in San Diego by himself in a drop top Benz and get his bread and skirt back to LA.
Yeah.
On me.
Damn.
He had it like the Don, you feel me?
Yeah.
So for somebody who understands that in this capacity to see or hear that happen, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Them niggas is wildin'.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that also changes your perspective. Like, you got to hug your kids a little bit more. Keep your security a little tighter if that's what you got. But, like, watch over your shoulder, bro. Because you could be doing whatever you doing for people. It'll never be enough.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we as human beings always want more, and it's never enough, man. It's our nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I think we set goals consistently to exceed goals, because we are always driven.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what make you an entrepreneur, bro. Whether you got the product or not, like if your spirit is like, okay, I can do this, this, and this, and this, all you got to do is harness it.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think I'm that same kid. I was that same kid that, like, I get in trouble at school, but I'm smart as hell. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I wanted to do so many things. Like, it didn't consist of maybe what was right in front of me.
Yeah.
But I'm always thinking. I'm always on something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I made my mind up, I was able to put myself in a position to where I could harness it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm still working. I'm still elevating. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like you said about the business and the kid asking the question, to be in my, like Nip, to be in my section vertically. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you come in that lane of beauty, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hit me.
Yeah.
We're doing color. We're doing everything from buzz cuts to tattoos. Like, if you come in to change the way you look, you gotta fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's Americanized ideology, like a monopoly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You're going to come this way, you got to hit me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not going to intimidate you. I'm not going to chase you. You know what I'm saying? But what I will do is be in the street. You going to have a speed bump. You're going to have to run this over.
Yeah.
Yeah, come give me some money.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, real time.
Drop it out.
Yeah. So what's your involvement? And real quick before I ask this question, let me set the stage for this for people who are not from Tyler or East Texas. You know what I'm saying? I never experienced or even knew about the magnitude of how Juneteenth is celebrated in the city of Tyler.
You are absolutely right.
I'm from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth, like one of those Juneteenth activities like that for real. Not like how it's done in Tyler, where you see Black Tyler come together as a whole.
Boy.
And it's like, it's party central. Like, man, like, it's four-wheelers running down the streets and everybody got their whips out. Man, I moved right in the dead smack of it right before COVID, bro, and have not been able to experience it. My daughter's birthday is on June 19th. I thought how awesome it would be for her to walk outside and see how it used to be right there on glass.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? They celebrate Juneteenth and they celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So we know what happened with the COVID situation to slow down Juneteenth. Like, what's your involvement with Juneteenth? And like, man, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's gonna be a task to get it back to how it used to be.
Man,
I think it's my personal thought.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I knew it. I was around when them days when it was crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it was nuts. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of the crazy, the nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we doing this year is we doing a 106 in Woodard Park.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have some local artists out there performing. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, who I'm on the radio show with, Ashley S. Amy on Facebook, y'all.
Okay.
Go check out sis. But we're going to host. Like,
I ain't saying like Juneteenth already out there.
But we're going to host. We're gonna host that. Like, we're gonna do, like I said, a 106 in Park theme, and we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna have a good time out there, bro.
That's hard.
But I will say, bro, is I don't think Juneteenth ever went anywhere. It's just the lack of options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think when I first moved out here, like Gentry, Juneteenth,
Yeah.
it looked like something out of a movie. And I'm gonna tell you, like,
for real,
like coming up, growing as a man, you know what I mean? Like, I would tell people back home, like, bro, I don't know what you doing.
Man, I'm
this
telling
day.
you, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Or Gremlin Prairie View weekend, or this date.
Yeah.
But you need to be in Texas for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also have a son. I have a son and a brother that's both birthday on June 18th.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So every year, again, since I've been a dad, like, So we're gonna do bounce houses, water slides, and all that. Like, in the house. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, like,
they gonna build one in the bathtub. Talking about, baby, go slide down the tub.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying like for the holiday, because I got a kid. It's like, you gonna be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, don't nobody do it like Tyler for Juneteenth. Hey. And so we're gonna be a part of that, man. I want everybody to come out, eat barbecue, buy T-shirts. I think we're gonna have a little water fight. You know what I'm saying? So like, come be a part of that, man. We're gonna be at Woodard Park, Juneteenth. Me, Ashley, Amy, and my boy D West, 106 in Woodard Park. Put on by my man Ken Mass. Ken Mass outside. Usually every year there's a Juneteenth committee. So they kind of do the Woodard Park thing and everything. But this year they have nothing to do with it. Ken Mass from Mass Connections Barbershop is going to be putting it on. So he putting on for the city, man. Everybody come out and have a good time with us.
Already. That's what's up, bro. So I know you talked about the radio show. So tell me a little bit about the radio show.
Okay, the radio show, man. I want to say like maybe 10 months ago. Ashley, Amy, as I mentioned before, she's actually my cousin.
Okay.
One of those many cousins I got out here.
Okay.
She came in the shop one day while I was cutting her brother's hair, and she was talking about the radio. And shortly before that, I heard somebody say, you know, Ashley on the radio. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
Ashley?
Yeah.
So I want to say 2 days after I mentioned that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She came through the doors while I was cutting her brother's hair. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. Yeah. And she was like, you playing? I was like, nah, for real. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, it's a Christian station. You can't be cussing. And I was like, damn. I can not cuss. You know
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah. It's
not difficult.
And so, like, ever since then, man, she invited me on the show, man, and I've been on the show ever since. I think that, like, I should always have been doing something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But had that condition not being created, we wouldn't even ran into each other in that capacity.
Facts.
So that turned into food drives right next door to the barbershop. That turned into a whole lot of positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, it started with me making my mind up. And like, as grateful as I am to God, or, you know what I'm saying, the supreme being, however you may feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm also, like, they say, like, without work, I mean, there's no faith without work. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to, like, be in there by yourself. Like, stay in that shop when ain't nobody coming through, before them walls get painted, before Facebook and Instagram turns up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to be that nigga before you can be the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yo, I know you mentioned that y'all gonna have some artists out there performing and stuff, right?
Yes, sir. Don't get me to lying to you. I got so many things going on, bro. But I know TB is gonna be the DJ, represent Tyler. Everybody know TB.
Yeah.
I also G Baby is gonna be on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? G Baby the boss.
Really?
My kinfolk. Oh man. Amy ENT.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Trey and them boys. Shout out to them. But it's gonna be quite a few artists, man. We even been getting calls talking about there ain't no gospel artists and stuff like that.
Oh man.
By the time the event actually rolls around, we might have a little something for everybody. But as of right now, we got a lot of local hip hop artists. My boy Don Fu, he's gonna be there. I know he affiliated with y'all. I know he records here. Again, man, I'm bad with names, bro. I know faces for days, but I'm bad with names, man.
Well, I mean, speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me ask you this. Like, so are you familiar with the rap scene here in Tyler and East Texas?
I'm somewhat familiar with it.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your impression of the culture right now, that local rap scene?
To be honest, man, I've been here so long. I've always thought that East Texas, Tyler, Dallas, Texas, period, has a lot of talent, especially in the areas of like acting and sing songs and songwriting and performance, because church is big here. Yeah. So I think that a lot of youth here get to see, you know, how to act, how to carry a note, how to you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How to tone and pitch early. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope. Like, I came when like LZ was in high school. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always thought that if I ever had a record label, I'd sign him. Yeah. All the way to today with Cinco P and Guala P and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's dope. And I think it's always been fire. I remember the Chuzu days. Yeah. Not to say that anybody's past their time, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was here for that. You know what I'm saying? I was here for the Hispanic dude at the Walmart parking lot walking up and selling his CD. Zilla. What's Zilla's name?
You talking about Tom?
Not in Dallas, down here. Anyways, he was another guy that used to walk up at the gas stations, and I used to buy his mixtapes. So I've always thought that there's a lot of potential, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of talent out here in the East Texas area. But coming from where I come from, it's never just been a machine. You know what I'm saying? And it's just as important as the artist and the artistry is the machine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Notification. But now it's a whole different way because they don't need the machine necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Or they can create a micromanagement version of their machine to effectively push it. Facts. But they don't need a cosign anymore. Facts. So it's a whole different ball game.
Facts.
It's a whole different ball game. But I think what I'm hearing lately, and my social media feed is full of people from this area doing their thing, traveling, shooting videos. Shout out to all them boys trying to chase their dreams, bro. Like, that's what it's all about, bro. You only here for a limited amount of time, bro. So to continuously beat your head up against the wall, like, only thing you're gonna get is a knot. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But we out here trying to get knots, though.
Yeah, real talk. So considering that you are familiar with the rap scene here and the artists here in Tyler, I got a doozy for you, Cali.
Talk to me.
So give me Cali's top 5 artists right now in Tyler, East Texas. They was in your top 5. What was your top 5?
I'm not going to put them in no particular order.
Okay, that's fair.
And this might sound a little bit cynical, but I feel like the best artist in East Texas, maybe not out of East Texas, in East Texas, is DJ Juice.
Okay.
And I feel like if people would get their shit together and approach that man in the right manner, this could turn into this area in general between here, Longview, the small country towns.
Talk to me, Cali. Talk to me, Cali.
Yeah, baby Atlanta, bro. But,
come on now.
But the thing is, everybody's gonna have to see it like that. You know what I'm saying? For that, it can't just be me and you. Like, oh yeah, it's popping out here.
Right.
Nobody give a fuck about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you start to bring the commerce here, like they have with restaurants and movie theaters, you know what I'm saying? And
all we missing is a Papa Do's. Boy, if I had it right now, I'd get a Papa Do's, Caleb. What's the go have on a Papa Do's?
Exactly, bro. But I think that what Tyler is growing into is like the small mind mentality is starting to invert itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think artistry, I think the craft, I think business, I think money is gonna grow in this area because it's an area that's used to money coming through it, but not coming to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think that the mainstays here, along with the originals, I got a kinfolk, Hot Boy Reese.
Hot Boy Reese.
He's super talented, man.
Just had a birthday.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, kinfolk. Guala P. Man, Guala P is hard and he's talented, bro. The young man is talented. He can sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard some other records from him
he's dope,
just
bro.
yesterday.
He's dope, bro. And it's not just turn up, and it's not just depressed music, and it's not like he got something for everybody, bro. The dude really got a wide range of music, bro.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah.
And I know that personally. I can't say that I know a lot of other local artists the way I know his music.
Yeah.
Or I've been fortunate enough to experience his music.
Yeah.
But Cinco P, I'm gonna say his name just because it rings bells. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person that if I hear a song that's not jamming, bro, I'm not finna gas you.
Yeah.
I'm not finna man, that shit need to stay
That's
in your
real.
car.
Man,
that need to stay in your car with the windows up, brother.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, it's a lot of talent around here. It's a lot of people that are surprisingly talented. Like they can sing, bro. On some Gerald Levert type. Like man, what? It's crazy that don't nobody else know this.
Yeah. It's crazy that you said that. I made a post the other day, bro, and it's just I was just thinking, and I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, like I felt like it needed to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I said keep it real with your partner. Okay. If he or she needs to go back to the drawing board and write another song, then say that. Because I've never seen a person grow that's surrounded by yes men.
Man, and that's true.
Chase that bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, bro, when you gas them up, bro, and you don't give them, now I get it. Maybe sometimes you got that one person that's they just be hating. They just be hating.
Right.
But not everybody be hating, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what, man? It's funny that you say that. It's not just entertainment, bro. It's an everyday life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might have a barber or a customer that I like, you know what I mean? I done try to be fluid, my nigga, enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I done try to move around. I done try to circumnavigate this misunderstanding we might have. But it comes to a point of like, bro, like, I'm not finna get out your way.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'm gonna be that speed bump.
That's hip hop. That's sports. You know what I'm saying? That's everyday life for a black person. Ain't nobody in more competition with us than us. You feel me? Like country musicians, they don't fight about who got the best guitar play or who got the best melody. Like only in Black America do we compete for everything.
Facts.
And we was bred to be that.
Yep. It's been genetically imputed into us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been ingrained in us. You know what I'm saying? To like we competing with every nigga around us when we really not, bro.
Right.
You trying to harness your abilities. You feel me? Like a superhero.
Yeah.
Without the superpowers. You feel me? You just trying to. Okay, this works for me. This doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like the more you do that, the better you become at it. Before that shit look like poetry. You're gonna like, damn, they're gonna be all just to watch you in your space because you that comfortable.
Facts.
Everybody don't get to be as comfortable as you get to be in your space.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Create that shit for yourself.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Manifest that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it's all about. It starts with manifestation, and manifestation starts within the mind.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For sure.
And I see a vast portion, like everybody that comes to my barbershop as far as barbers, like I'm gonna do my best to help them help themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a percentage of them that go on to do their own thing, and I'm happy for that.
Right.
Like this pond is so big. I was talking to shout out to Cadillac in Palestine, bro. George the Barber. Super dope barber, been in the game 10 years. We're talking about doing an event to where we bring barbers in and like share some game and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Putting some, almost making coming together at some point to like the big chains like Sport Clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we got the power of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Our small businesses as a collective, we can make it shake.
Yeah.
And we can come together and do something like minimize overhead and come together and pay for like barbers' tuitions and sign them the contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 years we pay for their tuition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to keep the business flow. If it's and because we're all in the same network, if you got a student coming out of school and he's in Brownsboro, okay, send them my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Send them bro way if they're from Frankston. Like, they might like me, but like, bro, that's more economical. Cut your teeth there, and then you can come this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't make it hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, just to bridge another gap. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I got a small piece as an extra in Christmas on My Block, the new DeMarcus Bailey movie that's
okay. What you doing in there?
No, a little of nothing, bro. I wasn't ready for the whole audition. It was my first audition, bro. I kind of got cold feet. But I think next time around, you know what I'm saying, if the opportunity presents itself, I think I'll do better.
Yeah.
But my boy LZ is the star of that movie. So, again, kudos to him, bro. Like, I'm a true fan of my bros, of anybody doing their thing, bro, living their best life, bro.
Yeah.
Existing at the highest vibration that they can.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be enough in your way anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, to sit and hang or be hung up on anything, bro, you don't have time to waste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you do, can I have some?
Right.
It's just like extra money, bro. Or like extra cigarettes.
Yeah.
Cigarettes come 20 in a pack.
Yeah.
Like, you got an extra cigarette? No, nigga, I got 18 left.
Yeah.
I smoke too.
Yeah.
Ain't no extra cigarettes in here. I'll give you one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, that's real talk, bro. That's real talk, man. You know what? I think you ought to do a little, it'd be dope if you did like a little show, man, where y'all did like a barber competition.
And
you
that's
turned
exactly,
into a TV show.
And see, the thing is, again, I don't know if it's in the air.
It's in the air.
Come on, Andy.
Hey, we just dropping it. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say like 6 weeks ago, I had originally, okay, let's back up. Originally, I had shot an email to Bravo TV, just on some, man, I think I got between the tattoo barbershop and the beauty shop, we got something shaking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Profit Shares on Facebook. Go add my boy.
Yeah.
But between I was like, we got gold here, man. We need to set up some cameras. We need to get to it, man. Like, if we're gonna go through any kind of drama, we need to get paid for it. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let the little pimp voice come up out of you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Hey, are you picking up what I put down?
Yes,
man?
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on the flow, man. Let's get this done, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I shot out an email to Bravo TV. They didn't reject it. It's just like they gave me a list.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm looking at it like, bro, I own TV. I just got this idea. I need to convey it, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking. It just so happens that I had a friend from 8th grade, bro. I shit you not. I had a friend from 8th grade that moved to New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Her name is Jeray Williams. So I reached through a couple of friends. I was like, do y'all remember such and such and such and such? And one of the friends knew her best friend from back then.
Yeah.
And she knew how to get in touch with her. So I hit her up, and I'm like, man, it's so good to be in touch with you. I heard that you're working for A&E.
Yeah.
So she's been working for A&E for like 14 years or so. You know what I'm saying? She like well in to her career with A&E and their production company.
Really?
6 West Studios, shout out. But anyway, so we're just at the beginning stages. But I shot. I was able to get with some people that fuck with me, put together a synopsis and an idea, and shoot it to the production studio by email, and shit, we starting to put together with the help from Team Mash Music, editing and stuff. We're gonna try to put together a pilot for a reality TV show. My bad for getting hung up, but yeah, we're gonna put together a reality TV show.
Already?
Yeah, so we searching for another bag again, like another using that barber stuff as a vehicle. Like it can always be big. It can be as big as you envision it. It can be as big as you imagine it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you equate it to just cutting some hair or just edge somebody up or sweeping hair off the floor, whatever it is that you got against it, bro, like it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say they couldn't if the only reason they can't is because they don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. That's real. Man, it's been an absolute privilege, a pleasure, and an honor, bro, just to sit here and chop it up with you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we don't get a chance to talk about this information or have a platform to do it, or just, we don't have people who ask us questions like this. You know what I'm saying? Like. Right. I think it's just important, man, that we always be able to share information and plant those seeds, because at the end of the day, we never know who we can impact, bro. So I truly appreciate you planting today, man. You did some planting today, brother.
I appreciate that.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? You got a big
that.
bag and you just went through seeds, throwing them seeds everywhere.
Man, and all you need, like my partner say, man, all you need is some good soil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you need is some good soil. And just to wrap it up, what we've been talking about all day, like, it's some good soil in East Texas.
Facts.
It's some affordable land. It's a number of ways. It's a multitude of ways that you can make sure the next 20 years wasn't like the previous. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you blessed to see them. So, like, man, like I said, I appreciate what y'all doing here, man. I'm super excited to see what the spaces and the studios turn into. More than that, I'm excited to see what you guys are cooking up over there in the recording booth and with the artists and shit. Man, I feel like it's only up. I feel like post-pandemic, you know what I'm saying? I still got to put on my mask from time to time. Yeah. But post-pandemic, I think that a lot of people came out of this with a new fire, bro, like a new drive. And even if they had a entrepreneurial mindset, they're more about that action at this point because really nothing is guaranteed. Right. I don't know how we felt about it 18, 20 months ago, but for sure the conscious, the pulse, the energy is like, nah, like time is of the essence, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We might get hit with a missile, nigga. Let's get
Come on, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So I think I like just like Harlem, bro, just like DJ Juice, you now, like I'd never met you. It's been a privilege to meet you and have this conversation with you.
Likewise.
But I think that like we're all onto something. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest thing that we can do, the best thing that we can do for ourselves is have our minds made up. Yep. And for the people that do stick out in the industry that they are, free my nigga T. Jones. Can't wait to see when you touch down, boy. Yep. That's fucking family to me. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to his uncle that just passed. Yep. Like that was a bullshit ass situation altogether. Yeah. Rest in peace, bro. Getting back to the topic though, I think that we all own to something that we can definitely establish some sort of generational wealth, bro. Like it's a extra help and a talent here, and I think now we're developing these channels to where we can reach the masses. You know what I mean? Like multimedia, the surface hasn't even been scratched for the East Texas area through multimedia. Man, we finna turn up on these houses, like
you better know
in every way possible.
Yes, loud, turn up. Turn up. We turned up. All the way turned up. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That for real, bro. Yeah. You got any special shout outs, anything else you want to do?
I want to shout out to the squad, bro. Cali Kuts Barbershop, man. 1503 West 29th. That's in the Tyler, Texas area, the heart of the North babies. Like I said, 1503 West 29th Street, right next to Red Lounge Salon and Hair Studio, where they get you dyed, fried, and laid to the side. And then on the other side of that is Envious Inc., my man Cartoon Hero on Facebook. Make sure you follow the boy. Bronk Nick Braids, BRONC. Search that on Facebook. She fired with the braids. Gabrielle Wade just got done doing a weave at the shop, man. Shout out to her. Follow her. She got the bundles and everything on deck. Shout out to the radio station. Shout out to Bishop Kenneth Butler. Shout out to Ash on the beat herself. Shout out to D West, Whizzle. Shout out to the West. Shout out to the East End. Shout out to the North, man. I want to see everybody do well. I want to see the people that have their mind made up to show the world that they have their mind made up. You feel me?
Already, bro. That's what's up. Where can people find you with?
They can find me again on Facebook at Cali Kuts with 2 Ks. That's KALIKUTS. Cali Kuts. You can find me on Instagram, which I really just be posting some bull, but I'm gonna get that organized. I'm getting my virtual life together at this point. Yeah. So you can find me at I am Cali Kuts, also spelled with K's. I am Cali Kuts on Instagram, and Cali Kuts on Snapchat, and Cali Kuts on Cash App. Holler at
the Cash App.
Yeah, holler at my Cash App.
Hey, that's my number one. You know what I'm saying? Holler at that one. You know,
dollar sign. Just search Cali Kuts. No, but I'm proud to say, along with my team or whatever you want to call, like all my bosses, whatever we want to call each other. You can Google me. You feel me?
Really?
So yeah, you can Google Cali Kuts, man. You can find exactly where I'm at.
Yeah.
And if I'm not there, I'll be right back.
Already, man. That's what's up, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's been great, bro.
Pleasure.
For real. Well, before I let you go, I got one more question.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the quickest question I asked you out of all the questions that I asked you.
Gotcha.
I know you like, dang, he asked a lot of questions.
I mean, hey, it's an interview.
I'm super inquisitive.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Quick question. Last question, quick question.
We're here.
Do you know what we do on this podcast, Kelly?
I have no idea what you do on this podcast.
We taste that bag, baby. Bow.
First thing that's on my mind.